mind, tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Third down.
Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Curtis Samuel.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Carolina.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
The 42-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. 47 is the mic. 47.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
On third down, here's Kamara. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Badgley on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
With the carry for Carolina.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47 is the
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first round. Pick Demarius Randall.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD. And
right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. They still can't get it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review,
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Field that's complete to Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
He's coming. We got that one.
Again, it's Kamara. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A running room for Kamara on first down as he takes this forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Not today, you are. Not today. Watch twins. Watch twins. Rush this.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Kamara. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going option play on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch up. 47's the mark.
Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Badgley able to punch this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Carolina.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps. get up tight on everyone and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Carolina, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.